That'll sting.
Yeah.
All right, we are back for another episode. Ethan, how you feeling, man? It's another episode. It's been a while, but we're back. How are you, bro?
I'm feeling good, man. A lot of changes have been happening as of the recent, you know, with the country and the new elect and stuff like that.
Yes, we're in a different time now, where we have a new president-elect, DJT. He did his thing. DJT did his thing, and there's definitely been some crazy reactions out there. I've seen a lot of meltdown compilations, and there's a lot of videos about picks that are happening right now with cabinet members and stuff. So, man, that was crazy. But I honestly, just going back to election night, I didn't think we would know that night. I didn't think we would be able to find out. Just because of
You didn't think so?
No, just because in 2016, it took like 2 or 3 days. Because pipes were busted in Ohio and something like that. And
that's very true.
Yeah, so we didn't find out for a couple of days. So I was kind of expecting like to go to bed and then wake up and the news would be like, nah, we don't know what's going on.
That's crazy.
So we actually did find out, I think, by 3 or 4 in the morning on Friday morning as well.
On the East Coast, I think, right?
I don't remember.
Because at the I think around like 11 or midnight on the West Coast, that's when Trump like gave his victory speech in Mar-a-Lago.
Okay.
And it was like 2:30 a.m.
So it may have been like
I was
around
like, bro,
4
we just
o'clock.
passed your bedtime.
Yeah. Homeboy's got crazy energy though, man.
Yeah.
Like he was even on Rogan talking about like how he only has like 4 or 5 hours of sleep.
Yeah, that's crazy. At his age.
I know, man. Dude, I need 6.
He's,
I feel like a...
I need my 8.
For real?
Yeah.
Hey.
Nah, bro. Yeah. If I don't get my 8, that is like such a staple for me. That is one of the most important things I have in life that I hold dear to me. It's like I need my 8 hours of sleep. If I get anything under 8, bro, I'm off.
Yeah.
Like in my mind the night before too, I'm like, oh, I gotta wake up at this time. I'm like, damn, I should be asleep right now.
I know you're already thinking in your head like how horrible your day is gonna be.
Dude, for real.
Like, oh, tomorrow's
yeah,
gonna suck,
but they
bro.
say to try not to think about that. Like, oh, hey, if it's below, if you're not, just try to fall asleep. Don't be thinking about that because you're gonna stay up longer worrying about it.
True. Yeah. I even tried some of the little military techniques that they teach you, like how to try and go to sleep faster. You ever heard of that? It's like, I think the term for it is like circular breathing or square breathing or something like that. Where it's like you inhale for 4 seconds, hold your breath for 4 seconds, exhale for 4 seconds, hold your breath for 4 seconds, inhale for 4 seconds. And that kind of signals, your brain that it's time to slow down the system. Yeah. Like those deep breaths, those concentrated, focused breaths, and the purposeful, like holding of your breath. Yeah. It's like what your natural sleep inhalation pattern is.
Huh.
And so it's like tricking
your brain. So does it like
brain.
Release melanin or melatonin?
Yeah. And it's basically telling your brain like, oh, my body's sleeping, so I
it
need
secretes melatonin.
Exactly. Yeah. Secretion. All about
Secretion.
that word, bro.
Yeah.
And so, it's crazy. You try it. Sometimes it works. Sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes I'll be up just like, all mad. Like, this ain't working.
Yeah.
But anyways, crazy stuff, bro. Happening. Let's talk a little bit about that, man. There are some picks that have already been announced that people aren't too stoked about.
Yeah.
There is AG, Attorney General, Matthew Gaetz.
Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't know he made him the Attorney General.
Yeah.
Damn, dude.
Attorney General Matt Gaetz. A lot of people are kind of freaking out about that.
Well, I just remember the one clip where they were talking about Hunter Biden's laptop, and he's like, you don't know where Hunter Biden's laptop is when you are like, the head of the FBI. He's like, no, I do not. And he's like, I'd like to add to the record Hunter Biden's laptop, which I'm in possession of. And
he had like the hard drive, like,
dude, it's like it's like a boom, bro.
Yeah.
He's like, which I'm in possession of.
Right.
I'm like, damn.
Yeah, I think it was like a terabyte, like external that he just got all the data from.
Wow.
But yeah. So, and then I know that there's also the Doge Department of Government Efficiency, yeah, aka Doge.
Oh,
and Elon Musk is
Elon Musk and Vivek.
Right, but isn't that funny? They're calling it Doge. The Department of Government.
Everyone better be investing in Dogecoin right now.
Oh, it's blowing up.
Is it?
Yes, dude.
Are you serious?
Everything's blowing up, bro. If you look at the stocks, man, take a look at it,
I'm
bro.
invested
Everything
in
is
Doge,
up.
bro. What's going on with it?
I got rid of some Doge.
Did you?
Yeah.
When it like dropped?
Yeah, obviously.
It's up 0.9% today.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm up $10.
Bro, check your accounts, everybody, because you never know, man. The stocks are doing good again. So I know that they were actually,
Which is weird, isn't it?
well, it's a little bit, but I think it kind of shows confidence in American economics, and so. You know, if people think that there's going to be a little bit more of a free market, then they're going to invest in that market. That's why.
That's crazy.
Yeah, you can invest in international markets too. There's stock markets for all kind. European stock market, the Asian stock market.
Wow.
You can invest in all that stuff.
Like, could you imagine that going up to like $50, a stock or something?
I wouldn't doubt it, man. I really wouldn't doubt it. And I think like now would probably be a really good time to look into like investing like blockchain technologies and stuff, because if Bitcoin and Doge and all these things are starting to skyrocket, then it could be something to look into, because there's going to need some sort of a...
Is Bitcoin going up too?
I think all of them are. Yeah, I think the majority of cryptocurrencies are actually...
All I need is Shiba Inu to go up, dude.
Are you on some Shiba?
I'm up $26.
Dude, I'm saying.
What is going on? What is going on right now? That's crazy. I have 1.7 million shares. That's probably why I'm up $26.
Yeah, man. Dude.
Could you imagine that goes up to $1? Oh my gosh,
bro.
I'd pull it out and buy a house, and then Airbnb, and then buy another house,
bro.
and keep like $100,000 to myself, and just have 3 estates.
I'm saying, man.
100%.
Got yourself some options at that point.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so check your stocks, check your stonks.
That's crazy.
Yeah, check out and get into it, man. Like now would be the time. I mean, even if it's just in the S&P, just put a little bit, 10,
IRAs too,
$20.
bro. You need to get yourself an IRA.
Get yourself an IRA. Anyways, man, yeah. So crazy picks. They got those two. I think Tulsi Gabbard has been nominated for like National Director of Security or National.
I was
Security
surprised
Director.
a little bit about that one, but I'm not really. You know, they're the people he put together, bro. People are calling them the dream team, and people are calling them the oh shit team, because all of them are like, bro, they like Matt Gates, Vivek, Elon Musk, like all these people, they are going to be coming after some heads, bro. Like they're going to totally, and even the border czar, the new border czar that Trump, dude, that guy means business, bro.
Oh, he ain't messing around.
He's low-key scary a little bit.
Oh, dude. Oh, the Trump's attorney straight up told Letitia James, like, I dare your to continue this lawsuit against Trump.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Yes. He was like, I'll throw your in jail faster than you can ever imagine.
No way.
Yes. Because after Trump won, she came out, and this was the Attorney General of like New York. She was like, no, we're still going after Trump. Like, this is ridiculous. Like, we're still going to, he's not off the hook yet. And then Trump's lawyer came out and said, I dare your
That's fucking crazy.
No, it wasn't on Fox. I think it was on Fox.
That's
and then he
so
repeated it on
crazy
like
to
the Benny
say,
Johnson. Bro, he's wild, bro. That dude is crazy. So him and I know
that's nuts to say.
What is it? RFK Jr. Yeah, he's wild. RFK Jr. I don't know what exactly he's doing, but it's something with the Department of Health, like FDA or something like that. And then there's one other person in that whole Avengers crew that's got. Either way, the main thing that he was saying.
RFK.
Yeah, but there's another guy that he's like that's somewhere along the lines of like someone that got picked for something. Well, one of the things that Trump was saying that was the hardest part about his administration was picking the wrong people, and how that
in the last administration,
how he had to just go off of other people's recommendations to pick his cabinet. And I don't know if you heard on the Joe Rogan podcast, but there's over 10,000 jobs that Trump has to appoint. 10,000.
Oh my God.
And he goes, now I'll appoint like about 1,000.
Oh yes.
And then they all kind of appoint their things,
he was
right?
saying, he was saying something. He's like, realistically, it was a crazy number. I don't know if 10,000 was exact.
10,000 people are hired into an
under
administration.
Trump's thing, but he only has to hire like
1,000. But that's still
that's crazy.
That's
Are you sure it's not 100?
No, I think he said it was about 1,000. check me if I'm wrong in the description.
Yeah, guys, comment down below. Is it 100, 1,000? It's definitely at least 100 to 500.
I think it's like 1,000. And so he goes, with that many people, you really have to take other people's word for it. And so we got some bad apples in that bunch. And so with this pick, he already has people picked out so that they can hit the ground running. I'm sure that these people already have game plans. I mean, I don't know if you saw the little 4-minute video that Trump put out where he was talking about, here's my plans for, dismantling of the deep state. And it's like, it's intense.
It's when I saw that he won Pennsylvania, I knew. I was like,
that's
Pennsylvania, dude, he won Pennsylvania. I'm like, yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
And what was weird is, like, I was hearing a lot of things because so many people have moved out of California. They're like, yeah, California shouldn't have 55 electoral votes anymore. Like, there a lot of people moved out. So even if it was
300,000, bro, something like 300,000. Yeah.
So it's like, I don't know how many, what one vote is equivalent to, or something.
How
like
they would dictate
one electoral vote.
Yeah,
yes, is it like 300,000 people is one electoral vote?
Well, it'd probably be easiest to go to somewhere like South Dakota or something where they only have like 2, and then see their population, and then maybe kind of gauge it that way.
Yeah. But a lot of people are saying, like, hey, like, California, there's a lot of people,
that much,
but it's like we also have a lot of people who came, in
right,
and we are a sanctuary state,
right?
So I could see, since we're a sanctuary state, the population probably stayed the same, didn't increase.
Holman, that's the guy that's going to be the border czar.
Holman?
Deputy Holman, yeah.
He is going, dude, right when they sign that piece of paper, this country's going to change.
I bet.
Like, everyone is fired up. They're going to come
in some fashion, whether it's fired up and energized or fired up, like, ready to revolt. There's definitely some people out there that are upset and...
Yeah, that's actually true.
Yeah.
And I thought that was going to happen when they elected it. When he was the president-elect, I thought people were going to, go to places like L.A., what's it called? The place in Oregon.
Oh, Portland.
Portland, Oregon. Yeah. Places like that. They were going to start putting fires up. And Rogan was, a liberal, straight liberal. And now he's like, he's
classic
even
liberal
said
or like that.
That the Democratic Party... It's like the Republican Party is more Democratic than the Democratic Party.
Yeah. Well, and that's what a lot of people are saying. Yeah, that there was a... it's not that they left the party, but the party left them.
That's exactly what.
Yeah, a lot of people are saying. It's like, and Tulsi Gabbard is one of the biggest.
That's one of them.
Advocates for that kind of saying. She's like, no, I didn't do anything differently, but like once I started seeing what's happening to my state, the aggression towards service people, especially.
Where is she from?
Hawaii.
Yeah,
and she'd be surfing out there too, bro.
Really?
She's about it, dude.
Yeah,
she lives a very active lifestyle, and she's been in the military for decades, bro. Active military for decades. I think she's got like, I want to say 32 years in the military.
Wow,
bro, she's about it.
She's set.
Yeah. No, she's a full-on badass, and so she's like, yeah, the party didn't leave me, or I didn't leave the party left me. It just so happens I have a candidate here that is willing to hear me out and hear my perspectives, and just so happens that we have more in common than against each other. And so it makes perfect sense that I would go. And so it was her, Vivek, and Charlie Kirk were touring college campuses. I don't know if you saw.
I remember this.
And debating and just saying, hey, just open discussions and conversations.
100%.
So not only did you get Charlie Kirk, who is a very strong conservative, you get Vivek, who is more of like a centrist Republican, and then you got Tulsi Gabbard out there, who was a complete Democrat before. So it's like, no, look it, we're all different political ideologies under at least spectrums, but we're all.
I want to say it's like they're different political ideologies, they're different races, they're different ethnicities. Like
I'm saying,
all of them are different,
right?
And all of them have one thing in common now.
Yeah.
Essentially, they woke up or whatever they're saying. You know what I mean? But.
Or at least saying that there's something wrong with the system as it stands and that we can't continue.
As it stands, yes.
Right. We can't continue down the same path.
Even California, bro. I mean, you looked at the state, like the actual, so many counties inland, right? It's like all the coastal cities were blue still.
But
right?
everything
which
just outside of that, outside of that line was all
because you
red.
look at every coastline, it's mostly
blue,
Democratic, yeah. But then everything, dude, it's like. I don't know if California was completely blue, but I don't know how dense the population is on the coast versus inland.
Yeah, and that's another thing. It is very densely populated inland. However, or it isn't very populated inland, but it also, you got to look at different counties too. Like Riverside County is huge.
Yes.
It goes all the way out to like Arizona.
Oh, really?
It goes through the desert. It goes, I believe, like through Blythe and all that stuff.
That's Riverside County?
I believe so.
Oh my gosh.
It's huge. It's like, if you were to take a look on a map, I think it extends all the way to the border. Because it definitely goes through Palm Springs, Coachella, all that stuff is Riverside County. So it goes east to Arizona. I believe there's a part of it where it borders up to Maricopa County in Arizona.
Oh my gosh. I did not think it was that big.
Yeah, so
I did not think it was that big.
Correct me, if I'm wrong again in the comment section, but I do believe it's, if not to the border, very close to the border of Arizona. Yeah. And so there's vast chunks of that whole area that there's nobody. It's just desert, right?
Yeah.
But
so RSOs are just probably sitting there. CHP,
state PD is just all over that area, like no one's business. And so
to be flying down those open roads.
Dude, what's crazy is there's parts of the highway where it's like 65 miles an hour, right? And then you'll go, because it's so, like, there's a little population scattered here and there, where you'll go and it'll be like 45 mile an hour zone coming up, and then the next sign is 45 miles an hour. So you're literally going like this, and you're just cruising for like maybe a mile, and you see like 3 convenience stores, 1 little gas station, like 6 or 7 trailer homes, and then nothing. And then it'll be like 65 miles an hour again.
Road.
It's crazy, dude. There's like nothing out there for miles. I went to go visit the parents up in Arizona, and so it was crazy driving through just nothingness. Yeah. It's wild. But yes, California is changing. It's going more red, and the majority of
this time around, you know what I mean? We'll see what happens next. But I don't think California was red.
No.
Last time it was red, it was like Reagan, right?
Under
Reagan?
I think
when
so.
Reagan was the governor?
Yeah, I think so. I think it was under Reagan.
More right-leaning.
Right.
But,
well, because Reagan came from Hollywood, and Hollywood's in California. Like, everybody messed with him. But
he was a good one, man.
What's interesting is the reaction that Trump got in New York for the fight, MGM Grand.
Yeah.
Or not in New York.
Sorry, guys. These last couple episodes, we've been talking hella politics, all about Trump. We are not trying to just Trump bomb you guys or politic bomb you guys.
No, it's just what's the latest news.
This is the most, like, you see it everywhere now. It's like at this point, we're not even pushing it. We're just a part of
right. Yeah, no, it's just the culture.
If anything,
right now
we're
is
behind
just crazy.
it because we didn't record last week. So
and then Trump got this crazy loud standing ovation at the Jones fight, and then at the end when Jones won, he did his little Trump dance, and then went down. And he actually, I was telling Ethan this, he went down and handed Trump his belt.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and then you saw Trump like looking at it, and then Jones just kind of bowed and like took a knee and just talked with him for a little bit, but Trump like had the belt on his shoulder and everything.
That's awesome.
It's crazy.
I didn't watch
the
fight,
like,
guys.
The culture is crazy.
Yeah. I was living under a rock the last week.
Well, then there was also the Jake Paul fight.
Oh my gosh.
We got Arnold Schwarzenegger over there switching the cameras.
Yeah. I think it was, dude. I knew that was gonna happen.
He looked fatigued in the fight, but when he was boxing and training, he was not.
Sure. Well,
I know. Yeah. I think he was paid off, bro.
Well, probably. But I also think, homeboy's almost 60.
Dude, do you see his training videos though?
No, I saw him.
He is literally fucking just like the amount of sheer force and speed.
Yeah, but but still though, it's different to just stand there for like maybe a minute or two and be stationary, and then have to dance around the ring, have to bob and weave, and then do that. That's exhausting on your body. And that boy has some really bad knees, and you could really tell he was off balance. Like you could see, like he was trying to like dip, and it almost seemed like his body, like his mind was catching up with his body. Finally, going like, oh dang, like I'm aging here.
Yeah,
he looked really
old. It's sad.
Yeah,
it is sad because you look at prime time,
bro.
It's like, Yeah, I don't know.
Well, I grew up watching Tyson in the 90s, man. So I actually saw like him biting Holyfield's ear. I saw him lose to Lennox Lewis. You know, like when you witness like these greats and you're stunned to see them in their prime, and then you see them here, it's just like, Tyson,
yeah,
you didn't need to do this, my guy. Or maybe he did. I don't know. I don't know what his finances are.
It's so wild how we're like everyone says we're always a part of history, we're always living history, but dude, the last couple of years and even the last year, it's like it really puts it in perspective. Like, dude, 100 years from now, they're gonna talk about this shit.
Oh yeah,
when Trump literally was almost assassinated, he was sued
3 times, bro.
All these felony charges.
34 counts felony, and he still won, bro.
Because there was only one time, right? There was only one time in the United States history where a president won, then he runs against someone, that person beats them,
and then
he runs again, and then he comes back into the house.
Right.
I think it only happened against like something Quincy Adams or
I don't remember who it was, but yeah, it was one other president had that happen. Where he lost.
Sorry if I butchered it. History.
No.
Buffs.
That's exactly right. I don't remember who the president was, but yes, it's exactly right. And that's crazy. It's only happened once. But then you also look at the adversarial like stack up against him. I mean, you had court cases, you had these SA assault charges, you had the 34 counts of felony. You had all of these different allegations that were happening and going against him. So he had, plus the whole entire corporate media apparatus against him, giving negative coverage. You have the scholastic apparatus of college campuses rallying against him, and he still won overwhelmingly, bro. That's what's so wild. It was overwhelmingly. And so now they're going to be getting rid of a major newscast, like, news anchors. Like I heard Anderson Cooper's like going to be out.
Really?
Rachel Maddow's going to be out. Joy Reid is like on her last limb. So there's just a lot of stuff that's going to be happening with these people, because now the viewership is down by like 50% to 60% because no one wants to tune in to watch coverage of Trump winning. And it's just only going to make people even more pissed off, because now they're going to see Elon Musk on CNN.
I know.
And they're going to see everybody that they hate on CNN, Matt Gaetz and all these other people.
That was a huge shift. And having Elon on the energy, like the energy, cabinet or whatever, it is, oh my gosh, man, it's,
yeah,
they are going to see, and it's so weird because he's, Elon's not really, but he doesn't really care. Isn't he neutral on fracking? Like, isn't Elon just like, yeah, if you want to buy a gas car, buy a gas car. If you want to, buy an electric car, buy an electric car.
Yeah, I'm not sure where he stands on the political spectrum of fracking. I'm sure he's talked about it. Maybe I just missed it, like on one of his podcast episodes, one of the many that he's been on.
Mm-hmm.
But I do know that Trump is for it. And they're going to, with Elon, he's more along the lines of, like I said, the government efficiency, realm of where he's going to be participating in Trump's cabinet. But I don't doubt that if there's a need for some sort of expertise or engineering, question, that Elon won't send his best people to assist with whatever it may be. Like we went out to a college campus for my son to check out one out in Arizona that specializes in engineering. Mm-hmm. And it just so happens that this class for aeronautics engineering, they did an amateur rocket contest and they won and sent this thing up miles. Some dude from SpaceX saw the video that they posted about it on YouTube. Mm-hmm. The guy calls up the school, asked to speak with the student that was like, doing the countdown and was in charge of it and all that. He goes, I want to offer you a job and the 5 of your friends there. You tell them that I'm going to give them a job as well. And he goes, well, there was actually 6 people, but one of them was sick. And so he goes, well, he gets a job too. And so his homie leveraged another job for him. Yeah. So right out of college, they all got graduated and straight to SpaceX. And so these people are on the cusp of looking for the brightest and newest minds out there. So it would not surprise me if Trump went to Elon and was like, I need you to keep an eye out for X, Y, and Z with either Space Force or fracking or whatever. Because once we become energy independent again, it's that's when things are going to turn. The tides are going to turn, because then the transportation is going to be cheaper for groceries and all that stuff.
Yeah.
People are going to be buying oil from us instead of Russia and
Venezuela.
And all these, accesses of evil that we say are all bad. But then when we cut off our own oil supply, the world has no other place to go but to Iran and Saudi Arabia and all these other places to get their oil. Like,
there's just going to be a lot. I mean, they say that they're going to do a lot.
Right. Let's hope it
think
gets
that
done.
they're going to do most of it, or try to at least. But I mean, putting 200% tariffs on China and everything like that. So,
yeah, we'll see how that turns out.
It's actually crazy, because he was saying that there was someone put a tariff on Toyota. Like, he was saying, you put a 200% on Toyota trucks and SUVs, right?
Yeah.
What does that do? It promotes you to make it in the United States.
Right.
Because if you're putting tariffs on stuff made elsewhere,
Right.
it's taking business and taking production of stuff from the United States. So it's like, yeah, we're going to put 200% tariffs on everything that is imported in the United States. But if you make it in the United States and you make it in our country, then we're not gonna put a tariff on it.
Right. And the argument is that, well, then those companies are just going to charge Americans more. Okay, but you can put that price tag on there, but that doesn't mean that Americans are going to buy it.
Yeah.
And so I
think everything's going to come
That's
down.
our free market. So, yeah, if that is the case, okay, great. Toyota, go ahead and put that tax on your truck. However, your truck sales are going to plummet because we're going to be giving incentives to Chevrolet and these American-made companies that are still in Michigan. Mm-hmm. We're going to give them the benefits.
Yep.
And then those manufacturers are going to be making the money.
I think everything's going to come down, man.
We'll see, man.
Oil's going to go up, economy's going to boom, and I think they're practically going to give away cars. I think production's going to be so good and everything's going to be so cheap to make that they're going to, I mean, not give away cars, but I think the interest rates are going to come down. Payments are going to come down. Like, everything's going to be like, yeah, you can do it. And
speaking of interest rates, bro, I don't know if you heard, that's one of the things that Trump automatically said. For people with credit cards that have a debt over 10%, we're going to cap it. We're telling all credit card companies, these 23% interest rates, these 20% interest rates, even the ones in the teens, it's ridiculous. You're going to bury people. They can't get out from underneath that debt if they're making the bare minimum payments, which that's all people are making because this economy is terrible. So I'm capping as day one, credit card companies, you're capped at 10% interest. So all the people that are stuck with these horrible interest rates and stuff, it's going to go drastically down to the point where they may be able to make minimum payments and then some to get out of that credit card debt.
They're gonna try to unalive this fool, man.
Well, and
this
then
is crazy.
Income tax. He said on his campaign, federal income tax. We're done with it.
And tax on tips.
And overtime tax. He's like, we're done. That's it. Done with it. And so we'll see if all those things happen. But yeah, that would be more money in people's pockets for sure.
See, that's crazy. Did you? That's so funny.
That's wild. Our cameraman's telling us about some propaganda posters.
Hey, don't do that again.
Don't do that.
He's like, good job though.
No, I think that, like, you failed to do something, but I'll give you credit.
That's so funny.
Well, you know what's crazy? The opposite spectrum of that happening.
That's awesome.
Well, you see the opposite of that happening even locally in Moreno Valley. There's been a teacher that was, it's probably going to get fired, but was yelling at all the students saying, I feel so bad for you. You guys deserve better. You're going to have a racist nation and a sexist nation, blah, blah, blah. Yelling at all these, yelling at his students.
Though? Why is that the same narrative, dude? Look at the 70s and 80s. Black business owners and black entrepreneurs literally went to Trump to get funding.
I'm saying, bro, where no one else would give him funding, Trump did, and then gave him good interest rates and all that shit.
Does not do that, bro.
I know, bro. I'm telling you, but it's crazy that no one believes it. But yeah, that's happening, man. It's wild, bro. It's wild.
I don't even know what to say, man. What else were we gonna talk about today?
Just catching up a little bit because it's been a couple of episodes. Had some technical difficulties last episode. Back at it, but a lot's been happening with you traveling. You went to the East Coast.
Yeah.
Before the election time. I've been doing my thing up at a new location, a new job up in the San Bernardino Mountains.
Nice.
Doing my thing up there. So just a little quick catch up. You hit a couple of different states while you were out, right?
Yeah, I hit. So I flew into Ohio.
Right.
Which was awesome, dude. We saw the Northern Lights.
Saw the pictures.
I saw Toronto because there by what's that lake, man? Lake Erie.
Okay.
So they're pretty close to Lake Erie in Ashtabula, Ohio.
All right.
Absolutely beautiful. I mean,
fishing up there.
This time of the year, it's just absolutely gorgeous. And my dad caught the biggest fish he's ever caught in his whole entire life. I remember sending it to you, right?
Yeah, it was dope.
So that was huge. It had about probably 5,000 caviar eggs in it that we had to waste because we didn't know what to do with them. And we drove, so it's not like we can take it home, So we gave it to the people out there who live there, and who knows if they froze it or whatever. But that was really cool. Ohio was awesome, man. It's just so peaceful. It's a different type of beautiful, for sure. Real estate's crazy cheap out there. It's like, eventually I would for sure own out there. But it's definitely a 4-season state. Like the winters are freaking brutal, dude.
Yeah.
Like especially where he's at. He's saying that since it's so close to the lake, they'll get 10 feet of snow.
Oh, yeah.
The houses will literally be covered in snow. You won't be able to get out the door.
Yeah, no, that's crazy. That's not East Coast weather.
So,
and how was New York, man?
Oh boy. Yeah.
I remember the text messages.
Yeah, upstate. Upstate was wonderful. Upstate, absolutely beautiful. The trees, everything was so beautiful. We went on this hike at the Finger Lakes.
Okay.
If you know, you know.
Yep.
So the lakes that look like fingers.
Mm-hmm.
That was really cool. That walk was super cool. That's where I took the picture of like my camera and stuff like that. So we went there. That was awesome. Beautiful state. Air quality's awesome. But when you get to the city,
man, talk about that stank, bro.
Completely different, bro.
That smell, homie.
I could never, bro. Like it is actually crazy. It's magnificent. Like it's so surreal. Like you're walking around, you're looking around, and the buildings are absolutely massive, and it's so close together, and you're just wondering like, how is this even possible? Like, how doesn't the ground cave in or like slant? How is it so solid?
Right, especially when you consider Manhattan's an island. And
yeah,
like,
dude,
wild.
and the subway wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. Maybe it's because we were in Manhattan. I bet you if you go to like the Bronx or Brooklyn or whatever, it may be a little bit different.
Yeah,
'cause I was expecting people doing shows in there, doing like
big old saxophones.
Yeah,
and shit.
Swinging on the freaking like railings and stuff. There was this one homeless guy playing a violin. Smelled like absolute
homeless man.
Just homeless man.
Yeah. Okay.
But went to the 9/11 memorial. That was pretty surreal. That was pretty crazy.
Pretty intense.
Just to see where it happened and like what part of the whole city was like under deep distress and just like chaos and stuff. That was really, and seeing just all they had. I mean, the monuments are absolutely massive, and just the names, it's just like so long, like so many people died, dude. It was crazy. It was
well, that was pretty recent too.
Yeah, that was surreal. It's a cool. The food is amazing. The people are, you know, in my opinion, they're all trying to barter and sell you stuff.
Sure.
I mean, tourists go there. I thought it was kind of annoying after a while.
Yeah.
Like, hey man, I get it, but like stop like bugging me about it. Like I said, nah, I'm good.
I don't need a Jay-Z CD, my guy.
Yeah.
I don't need the blueprint. You know what I'm saying?
It was mostly like fake Prada, Louis, Gucci. Like
how could you tell?
Fake bags? Yeah. Pennsylvania was super cool. And then D.C. was awesome, bro. Seeing the White House and the Capitol and the George Washington Monument and seeing the Lincoln Monument. That was so cool. My favorite one out of that was probably seeing the Abraham Lincoln Monument. Like just seeing like how big his sculpture is and like everything he said is like carved in on the wall. Like it was awesome, bro.
bet,
DC and Ohio were like the 2 highlights of my trip, in my opinion.
So you have to go
My
out to
dad
DC
drove there,
just
too.
to. I know your dad's a beast, bro. Just
Taking his truck into the city, bro, was, dude.
That's wild, dude.
So stressful.
I bet, man.
So
That's the one thing I
stressful.
bet. I've seen truck drivers that are all like, the worst places are like Pennsylvania, New York, all that. That the East Coast, northern East Coast, to drive through with a truck because it was never intended
No,
for
dude,
those.
I
The
don't-
streets are super narrow.
That's what I'm saying. It's like someone was doing a delivery and we couldn't even get through. Traffic was like, 25, 30 minutes because they're offloading this truck. Like you would have to have a bike, a scooter, or a motorcycle. Like I would never buy a car.
Yeah, those bike couriers.
I told my dad, I was like, you're crazy taking your truck, dude.
Yeah, we're cooked, bro. Like we're here
Yeah.
for like the next hour.
Literally. Yeah, it's gone.
Yeah. No, it's wild. I would love to, go down there and check it out. Just kind of as like a little bucket list thing.
Yeah.
See the East Coast and whatnot.
Yeah.
But, yeah, man, it was definitely cool to see some of the pictures come through and get an idea for what the East Coast be looking like.
It was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have a story. I'll tell you after.
All right.
Yeah.
An Ohio story.
No, it's a New York story.
Yeah. No, I remember some of the pictures you sent me as soon as you got into the city. There's definitely
The food
some
was so
homeless
damn
gentlemen.
good, bro. The halal food was
I bet, bro.
unbelievable.
I bet.
It was so good. And it was cheap.
Really? For New York?
Dude, it was so cheap. Me and my mom, we were tripping. We're like, in California, this is at least like $6 more. Then we got a fat plate for like $8, bro. And I was like, damn, looking at everything, it was cheaper than California. I swear on everything.
Everything is cheaper than California, bro.
I swear.
That's crazy.
We were tripping. I was like, damn, really? Like, this food is like easily $16-17 in California. You're at least spending dub.
Oh yeah.
Anytime you go anywhere,
It almost
here,
seems
it's
like anytime you go anywhere, you're spending like
least
20
$20.
bucks, bro.
Yeah.
At least you may
Think
get some
about it,
change
that's an hour
back.
of your time for most people.
Legit. Yeah.
So-
You're working at least an hour for this plate.
Yeah.
That's wild,
Yeah.
dude. Well, what's crazy is like, and kind of nice about my new gig is it's at an educational institute. Again, it's in the San Bernardino Mountains, and I'm doing videography and photography up there full time now. And it's gorgeous. Just had some snow, but what's dope is because it's like a camp, they got a cafeteria there,
Yeah.
so free food.
Nice.
Sometimes it's pretty camp-like food. They be
Yeah.
getting some chicken nuggets and it's like daycare food. It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
okay, chicken nuggets and some macaroni and cheese. Okay. Like, so I'll just have a big old salad. They have a really cool salad bar with all kinds of different stuff that you can put on top of it. So they got a good little vegetarian section. But there is one thing that they do pretty darn well up there. I'll give them a shout out, is their pulled pork.
Really?
They have some pretty darn good pulled pork.
Okay.
And they make their own barbecue sauce up there too. And they give hot Hawaiian rolls.
Nice.
So I'll take like 4 of them things and
Yep.
just pile it high and deep, bro.
There you go.
And they don't even care. They're like, you want more? Like, oh, no, it's cool. Like, it's Friday. They'd be like, all right. You know what I mean?
I'll indulge.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, one time I came in there, it was in the morning time. I got there a little bit late, and they were just packing up the breakfast.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, dang, I miss cinnamon roll day. And so I just asked the lady back there, I was like, you guys got any more cinnamon roll stuff? She goes, of course, sweetheart, come in. Like, we went to the back of the area. She pulled out like 2 trays of them.
That's-
full, piping hot still. I'm like, oh. She's like, how many you want? I'm like, oh, just 2. She gave me like 4. She's like, it's Friday, honey. I'm like, dang,
That's
like,
crazy.
they be piling it
That's
up there,
awesome, bro. Because you're going to work and you're making money, right? It's a chill environment, and you don't even got to worry about spending money on food.
Bro,
Only thing is like gas.
they do a gas reimbursement program too. So get through
So it's
that.
like-
Sign up with all that stuff. I get a cell phone allowance as well. So they pay for part of my cell phone bill.
That's nuts, bro.
Yeah, they're paying for my
If
training.
you look at all that stuff, do they have benefits? Healthcare and everything?
Full healthcare benefits.
That's awesome,
They
bro.
pitch into the 401k for you.
That's awesome.
Yeah, dude. Like, it's because it's an educational institute. Like, they really value like their teachers and their staff and stuff like that. So their bennies are top notch. Like, it's
Yeah, nice.
It's legit, and it's in the San Bernardino Mountains.
Yeah,
so
beautiful.
It's gorgeous. We got some snow over the week, and it's like 10 minutes from the place that I like to go snowboarding at up there.
Nice.
So let me get a little season pass. You know what I'm saying?
Get off of work early.
Get
just
off work.
Go up 10 minutes down the road.
Bro, I'm saying, bro,
Yeah.
hit up the mountain, and then come back down once traffic. Because like as soon as you hit traffic on the
Or
10,
if not, it's like, yo,
I can stay up there too.
Yeah,
they have lodging
can I,
too.
Stay the night real quick. Like if it's a busy weekend, just stay the night.
Stay
there.
the night and just wake up the next morning, get to work, and then do it all again the next day.
Crazy.
So I'm gonna in the wintertime, I'm definitely gonna switch up the schedule where I stay up there Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I'll come home Wednesday night.
Work, snowboard. Work, snowboard. Work, snowboard.
You know what I'm saying. Plus, they give you a discount if you work up in the mountains at the resort. So I just got to show them my little work pass, and then
that's awesome.
Get a little discount there.
Dude, you gotta hook me up, bro.
So it'll be good. But yeah, man, definitely busy. Definitely been staying in a positive, like busy. Like it's a good thing. You know what I'm saying? But with that, man, we talked about some politics. We talked about Trump
politicking.
You know what I'm saying? We were politic-tacking and just catching up a little bit. But we definitely want to end things how we always do with an ism. Did you get one, Ethan? How about this one? I kind of like this one because we're talking about some change. Things are happening that's different, new career, presidential candidates and all and whatnot. So how about this? The only person you're destined to become is the person you decided to be.
Yeah. Damn.
The only person you're destined to become is the person you decided to be. Make it happen, true, essentially, bro. But anyways, we anything put your mind to on a positive, more positive basis. We'll leave it there, man. Yeah. Any thoughts on that or no?
Nope.
Thanks, Aiden.
We'll leave it there.
Thanks,
whatever
Aiden.
You set your mind out to be, everyone, you will essentially be. Just follow suit, keep your head down, grind.
Yeah, man. Take the steps to do it.
Earn that grittiness. You know what I mean?
Heck yeah, dude.
And follow through. Do what you say you're going to do.
That's it. Well, with that being said, this was episode 10.
I think so. Thank you guys so much for watching. Yep. We appreciate everything that you guys are doing to help just kind of motivate us to keep doing this stuff. We enjoy doing it. But yeah, with that being said, I think this is episode 10. Apologize. I've been out of it. I think we all have been. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. We appreciate you. Like, comment, and subscribe. Comment down below what you guys thought. If we got anything wrong or sounded stupid, comment down below so we can help that.
Yep.
Thank you so much for watching. Have a good one.
Later.
See you in the next one.